guys, Chris Cunningham here with C2 Ventures. I'm here with my friend Brunno Attorre. We're at Bryant Park, so there's some awesome energy here happening. I invested in Brunno's last company, which is Uru, which sold to Adobe, and now he's had an incredible sort of evolution in his business. Went on to Facebook and is at Instagram. We're not going to spend too much time talking about that, but pretty amazing run that you've had. And Brunno's also from Brazil, and I just call that out because I think Brazil is an amazing place, and we're a place of like to talk about different cultures. So really happy to have time with Brunno today. Brunno, I'll just start with a couple questions. You know, one, you're at a massive company now, arguably one of the most exciting companies, certainly Instagram, one of the most exciting platforms on the planet. You were also CTO and co-founder of a computer vision company which C2 Ventures invested in. So tell the audience of C2V Studios what's the biggest difference in contrast? What are some of the pros and what are some of the things that you miss being a founder of a company?
I think the biggest difference for me is that back when I was at a startup, right, you knew more about what was going on in the startup scene in New York, not only New York, but across the US. And I feel like when you join a bigger company, you kind of like slowly get out of that loop, right? Which is something that I miss. And you really have to try a little bit harder to keep like learning and
what's happening on the street, like the pulse of the street.
Exactly, like
because your head's down operating.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
What are people doing? What are the new startups coming up? What is the industry that is doing well? Which industries are doing bad? So I think all those things are some of the things that I miss. Being at a big company is good. I mean, it has the stability, benefits, and all that kind of stuff. But that's one of the things that I miss from being like in a startup.
Who had more free food? Uru, a company of 6, or Facebook?
Facebook for sure.
Facebook for sure.
Yeah.
Outside of being kind of maybe not having as much insight to what's on the street, or maybe another question: what are some of the things that you learned being an entrepreneur and a founder, which a lot of people aspire to, and how that's helped you in your current position? Not so much what you do there, but just maybe what your learnings or insights were being a founder.
Yeah. I think that being a founder gives you a lot of empathy about like how to run a business and how difficult it is, and what are the main challenges that you don't see on your day-to-day. So being a founder, you have a full view of like how hard it is to sell, how hard it is to manage, how hard it is to build, how hard it is to deal with like random stuff like pay your employees or raise money and all that kind of stuff.
I love this.
And having a job, right? Not only being a bigger company, but just having a job, right? You're kind of like, you almost like blind yourself to that, right? You're just worried about operating your job, and you don't necessarily worry about what other people are doing. So I think that the empathy is good for life overall, right? Like you learn to appreciate more things, and you learn to see hard work and everything that is done around you. So that's good.
I love that. I've heard a lot of different things as we've had guests, but not so much the empathy of how hard it is to be a founder, how hard it is to build a company, and how much that sort of can allow you to appreciate that, both for founders that you know now, maybe your next company, your friends that are building something, you're just going to be able to understand them a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think that's part of it, right? You need to have empathy for your users, you need to have empathy for your partners, the people that are trying to sell, people that are trying to hire, so empathy is always good.
Last question. You're from Brazil, São Paulo. What's anything interesting there from a tech perspective, or how people are thinking about technology? Any insight that kind of represents? I'm putting the entire population of Brazil on you right now.
Yeah.
So what do you got to say about?
Yeah, I think Brazil overall is pretty good at. It's getting pretty good at the startup business. There's some really nice fintech startups coming out of there. Yeah. I think just from the kind of like the population and the kind of like talent that is around, it's kind of like it's a little bit more difficult to see like very high tech companies coming out of Brazil, but you see a lot of like consumer tech and fintech coming out of there, and I mean it's a pretty big market, right? So even like creating a localized version of an app that exists here in the US, it's already a pretty big business there. So yeah, it looks exciting.
Look out! Yes.
Yeah.
Cool, and good football, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What I didn't mention about Brunno before we sign out, I think he's our first Forbes 30 under 30 that has joined us at C2V Studios. So Brunno, awesome seeing you. Great that we got to stay in touch, and good luck with this next chapter.
Thanks, Chris.